Hello everyone and welcome back to my college experience part 8. Let's get cracking. As the title and thumbnail suggests, I presume because I haven't actually made the thumbnail yet, it's the last thing I make in a video, things have begun. Christmas is over, I got this bad boy as my favourite present. It's an autographed photo of Michael Sheen and it says, Jamie Merry Christmas, or Dear Jamie Merry Christmas. It's my favourite gift and now it's 2022. Year 3 of our 2-week lockdown. This is quite a depressing start, isn't it? So let's brighten things up a bit, turn up the saturation as I just did in editing, and announce that I'm making a movie. About a guy with schizophrenia, and the schizophrenia becomes a separate body and begins to terrorise him. Now I'm going to make a separate part of this, an 8.5, like I did for Year 11 but for drama. The doing of the drama assessment, I did that on Year 11, but this one is going to be the making of the film, which can only be 2.5 minutes long maximum, I think. It's going to be the actors in my drama group who are in it. So that's me, Ewan, Ariane and Shakina. I had to decide whether I was going to use my phone or a camera for my film. I ended up using the camera. There are pros and cons to both. Just going to turn it off. Now, the pros of the phone, I know how it works and it's easier to edit on. Cons of the phone, basic editing, and it might not look as good as camera. But there are pros to using the camera in that I imagine the camera would be better quality, and plus then I can use a tripod. But the cons of the camera implies that I need to do some more sophisticated editing and learn how to edit on a computer, because I'm restricted to editing it in college. And I'm in charge right now of a several £100 camera that I don't even know how to fully utilise. I got some good shots of it, but I reckon I could have done more if we talked actually about how to use the stuff. That's all I'm saying about the film at the moment, and pretty much all I know. I've recorded part of the film, but I'm going to cover it all in detail in part 8.5. Now we were told that our next assessment was going to be on the 24th, and this one would count towards our final overall media A-level grade. And all the A's I got in the past before now, all the A's I've mentioned in parts 1 through 7, nothing. They're not being used, might as well have had G's. Not literally, but they're as useless as a G essentially, because they're not being used, right? Now we're still learning about Submarine and Clueless, like how it was marketed, promoted, etc., and that's going to be on the assessment. But yeah, all the tests that we've done up to now mean nothing really. But now we've got Welsh, and course book 1 is done. Now it's having a conversation with Tom Jones. Now it's quite funny really, because I got to make a script of a conversation I'd have with him on Hymraeg. That was part 1 of my assessment. That was one of my assessments. You have to do 2 pieces. So it goes, Bobl bach, dyma Tom Jones. Shwmai, sut wyt ti? Mwynhais i'r cyngerdd? Diolch. Dwi'n gyfrus iawn nawr achos byddai'n caru eto mewn 15 munud. Dyle ti'n rando? Ble wyt ti'n dod? Basically it's me saying, wow, it's Tom Jones. Hi, how are you? I enjoyed the concert. And I got Tom Jones saying, thanks, I'm very excited now because I'm going to sing again in 15 minutes. You should listen. Where are you from? It's cringy, but it's quite fun to do. We don't have to actually record us saying it, we just have to write a script. The second one is just a day out in Cardiff. You've got to have at least a bit of fun when you're making these things, because it makes it bearable. The dogs are now playing next to the stand. Despite this fact we're in a global pandemic, we went here, here and here. You've got to make up a lot of lies for Welsh. I did last year as well, but it worked. And you're actually encouraged to lie so you can talk about things. But it's like, I went here, we went here, I met lots of new people. Roedd hi'n hwyl. It was fun. But that's Welsh at the moment. Now we've got drama. Now we're still doing our drama assessment, but time is of the essence. We have to perform it on the 20th. We had a 3-day extension on the task. Way, I know. But that's only 3 lessons to practice it. I'm basically the director of the group, and in part 1 of the play, I'm basically the director of the group, and in part 2 of the play, the others have their own responsibilities. Like Ewan will be the cameraman, and Ariane in parts 1 and 2. So they both have to learn how to use this camera in the drama assessment, because we're also going to have our performance be on a big screen. So we'll be here, and the camera will hopefully get it to be here as well. Ariane choreographed the dance that we have and has to learn how to use this camera. And Shakina gave us most of the advice and plans and the ideas for the play that I was then able to make into a script. So everyone's helped, and it's going. I don't know how it's going at the moment. It's debatable. Now we know what we're doing for part 1. It's a case of learning the lines. But Act 2 is nowhere near as ready as of the 12th of January. We had 3 lessons left, and it's hard to book the place out of lessons because it's just so in demand. That's the performance space. We now have 2 lessons left. One to practice, and the other one is for when we perform. But we have a lifeline. We have a lifeline for this. As I mentioned, the 20th isn't the actual assessment. I did mention that. The 20th isn't the actual assessment now, it's been changed slightly. It's going to be a milestone thing, just to see how we've gotten so far, what we've got, and to have advice really. So we can settle for having Act 1 nailed at the moment. It's been very difficult to make so far. My drama group, I should emphasise now, are amazing. And we're doing what we can with the circumstances. Everyone's doing their bit, helping each other, it's great. But the room changes for each lesson, meaning that if we aren't in the performance space, we can't practice because our script was done really early on, our ideas were done early on. All we need to do is actually make the performance. So we can't actually practice if we're not in the performance space. And sometimes it's decided to do drama games that take away time for practicing, meaning less time for us to do the actual assessment for games that mean nothing at all. It's silly. But now we've got Welsh back, and we've moved on to employability. First we had to write a pen portrait, then a CV. I mean, I could show it. It's only got my full name, address, education since I was 5, jobs, clubs I attend currently and in the past, and phone number. I will say that I got a new job the other day that was awesome. It was closer to me and with much better pay. Still sort of deciding what days and times I can do with that at the moment. Now, soon we'll make our own companies for Welsh Back, which will be fun. For my future self to work out, I have left a cryptic message ET, somewhere within the confines of this video. But anyways, that sums up school life at the moment quite well actually. Today is now the 15th, I believe, Saturday the 15th of January. God, I can't believe we're already halfway through the first month. It's mad. But that is the end of my college experience part 8. Thank you for watching, guys. Be sure to like, subscribe. Have a good day. Don't forget to drink hot chocolate. Stay safe. And from me, it's goodbye for now.